The president of a private firefighting business that responded to the Jasper wildfire this summer says unclear communication from emergency managers hampered his crew's efforts. They thought they had written permission to enter the national park. Instead, about a dozen fire trucks and other equipment were initially turned away. Jeremy Thompson reports.
A lineup of privately owned fire trucks waits at a police roadblock just west of Hinton. It's July 25th, the morning after a powerful wildfire destroyed a third of Jasper. Despite the heavy rain, the fire risk to the town and area remained high. While some public resources were let into the park, some private crews were turned away.
We were told that there's a gas leak in town, so they want to secure that first, and then once that's secured, we'll be able to go in and do our job.
A small crew with Arctic Fire Safety Services was already in Jasper under contract with Alberta Wildfire to help protect the town. Chris Leavam was trying to bring more of his team into the park, more than a dozen trucks and about 50 firefighters hired to protect specific properties, including Marmot Basin, the SkyTram, and a handful of hotels.
We thought we had everything in place for permissions to go in. So once we got to the first RCMP check stop, we were denied entry and we had to turn around and head back to Hinton.
Leavam recently voiced his frustrations to a parliamentary committee looking into the Jasper wildfire.
We encountered numerous examples of Parks Canada fire management actively obstructing our activities and not providing us with relevant information on fire.
A Parks Canada spokesperson says Leavam's company didn't go through proper channels. At the height of the fire, Arctic Fire provided 2 trucks with a very small crew and without the various coordinators having been notified. Soon afterwards, and following advice from Alberta, the Unified Command Centre released them. They were eventually allowed in with specific instructions and helped to fight the fire, which could have had far worse consequences without this swift and effective handling. But swift and effective is not how Leavam sees it, especially as the fire response dragged from July into August.
These decisions need to be made a lot quicker. In some cases, these decisions were being held on people's desks for a few days before the decision was actually made to make major mobilizations.
Leavam believes more private firefighters responded to Jasper than any other fire in Canada, and communication between those crews and incident commanders needs to improve before next fire season. Jeremy Thompson, CTV News, Edmonton.